Alright. Tapes roll.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Go live. Go live. Change date. Confirming.
Yep, stop
Tapes rolling
that.
now.
Change
Where
the
are you
tape
buying
roll.
your tape from?
Ran out of tape on that roll. Get a new one.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live on the radio, boys and girls. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Boobs. You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Lies.
For your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Lies.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. I have to gently blow a ball into.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Lies.
For your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Lies.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame last.
It's all Laz's fault.
That's right. It's all my fault. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside and outside Shroud the Avatar 5 days a week. Or whenever we feel like it, because this guy over here has already got his first vacation of the year planned already, so
Just one mini.
gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's right. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Monday, January 14th, 2019. Here in Shroud the Avatar, and of course, it is Monday Madness right here on the set with the guys and gals of Shroud the Avatar. You
Yep.
can say that. Is
Guys and gals.
interesting weekend. Of course, I dropped a couple things in chat right before we started, and you were probably scratching your head wondering why is he linking this to me. But of course,
Wait, you linked me things?
well, I did, yes,
When did you link me things?
just right before the show.
I linked that picture and I got hung up on that.
Simon LeBon, thank you very much. Thank you for those bits. And yes, don't forget, folks, if you want to be a supporter out there, you can become a supporter, and you can donate by using any of the links that I'm just putting up there in chat right now. For all the ways you can donate with the local links in the streams below. But of course, we get comments from the folks out there, and I thought, Sean, thank you very much for those bits. That's right, guys and gals.
Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Always
Simon.
nice to see Sean joining us here. He's here in studio today, of course. And comments we made on Friday, somebody came back, so I wanted to just say, thanks for the comments. And of course, we got some new followers out there, so I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of those folks real quick. But Friday's show, we mentioned what happened there. Erica. When we went into persistence and Greg 29.
That was August of 2017.
What are you talking about?
The persistence.
Okay,
Not
well,
summer.
anyway, is Greg
Well,
29407 made a comment, said that we talked about it and we said 49 or 51 was the comments.
Yeah.
And it was actually release 32 that this actually took place.
Yeah.
So, for the record, just wanted to update
August.
that.
Yeah.
And it was actually July and August. It actually hit at the end of July.
I thought it was August and September.
July 28th, release 32. So we went July, August, and September were the Land Rush. And of course, I linked that for you too. Final wipe and lot selection link. But of course,
a long ass time ago.
It was a long ass time ago. It was quite some time ago.
Yeah, July 28th, 2016.
Yes. A couple of years back now. How long we've been in persistence.
Found a picture for it.
But thank you for the comments, Greg. And then who do we have out here? We had Lusking Swaggerty and Kevin Markell, new subscribers over the week. Thank you for your subs. Yay! And of course, thank you guys for starting us off on this Monday with a couple of bits out there. Always appreciated.
Yep.
Who is it? Waldo out there. Waldo, you've got an interesting topic going on out there in the forums, by the way, just food for thought with the new updates and the way things are coming in. When they add stuff like dungeon pieces and they don't add them to the buy orders, they really got to keep up on what they add and what you can buy off your vendors. I gotta agree with that. Just off
What vendors need work? What are you talking about?
Well, we have the dungeon pieces, and you know that you can set buy orders for just about everything in game off your vendor, and dungeons pieces have been in for quite some time, but you can't place buy orders for them. So just one of them things that.
Nor can you place buy orders for any of the new fish.
Yeah, well, there you go, so just a little note out there, a little shout out to the devs if they're listening, and of course, just try and keep that in balance. When you add something, remember to add it for purchase on vendors. But it's a small complaint, and there's Simon.
That's all right, because some of us refuse to fish.
Just for that, I'm going to go GM all my fishing skills just for Spiff.
Just for Spiffy? I've got some fishing skills, but I haven't gone crazy with it. They still have some lower things to work on from what I understand, but that's neither here nor there. That's coming in this year's updates, fixes, patches, and etc. But let's step back to Friday. Friday was the live stream, and my goodness, did Star let a couple extra cookies out of the cookie bag on Friday?
What? A few spoilers?
Few spoilers out there, of course. Remember that topic that I put in on Friday? I said if I really wanted to cause a stir, I would get in on this topic, and I said, but we're not going to do that. Do you remember that topic?
Yeah, I still have the tab up.
Do you have it open? Which topic was that per se?
Lord for items.
Right, that's
for Dukes and
you want to share
Lords
that
of the
link
Manor
with me because I don't have it open.
Oh, you don't have it open anymore? I still had it open. So here you go. Here's the link for everybody.
There we go.
Yeah.
Pop this up on screen real quick. Now,
Yeah.
this was something I was making giggles and grins as we were discussing what we were going to be covering on Friday's news
Yeah.
beforehand. And Lord Forged items were the post was Lord Forged item. Has anyone received theirs? And the conversation went on. For those of you folks who are in the know or have been following this is a Duke and above pledge. That was a replacement
for founders and royal founders, not for the benefactors, that were supposed to receive a custom Duke head
Correct.
for their character.
So this was a replacement item after much consideration and so on and so forth. And many of the Dukes and above who were expecting the Duke head weren't too happy with this decision. So some people had really resisted. I never put mine in because I assumed that because of all the resistance I saw out there, one thing leads to another, and I guess internally they were listening to everybody out there, and they never delivered any of these because they saw that people weren't happy with the choice. So on Friday, Dark Star went ahead and said they've made yet another replacement, which is going to supersede this and supersede the Duke head. Yes. And they are going to make a custom throne dungeon room entrance, I believe it is, for those people. And that's going to include, there was mention of pavers that you can have to place down there, and they'll be both usable inside and outside of the dungeons, and you'll be allowed to put your heraldry on them, including a centerpiece stone that would be able to sit right in the middle of your throne room with your heraldry on. So,
Yeah.
this
Is it going to
is-
be massive?
It's
I'm
supposed to be
talking
a real. It's supposed to be something spectacular. The way he described this thing. Thank you for the follow, Kron. Do appreciate it. Don't forget to like what you see, folks. And you're watching out there, especially you
follow.
folks on YouTube. Don't
Share with
forget to
us.
hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. All that good stuff. And
Yeah.
of course, Twitch TV. Go down, click on the follow button like Kron just did. Go follow us on Twitter, on Twitch, everywhere. At Facebook, we've got everything. But yes, so that was a bomb that Star dropped, and supposed to be interesting. There's supposed to be an official announcement this afternoon on this, according to him. So I have yet to see that pop up in today's forums.
Well,
And
I
of
hope they don't
course-
forget about us with Dev Plus access that suddenly lost it. The
How
Dev
did you
access.
lose Dev Plus? Do tell.
Oh, remember that Dev Plus access you paid for?
Yeah,
Everybody's got now?
not everybody's got it. Only people who paid for it or bought bundles got access to Dev Plus.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. You can go to the Dev Plus forum and you can read all the
Read it.
topics in Dev Plus, but when you go to actually read those conversations, if you don't have access, you can't read them. Now, if that's changed, that was something that nobody notified us of. Anyway. Moving right along, we've got some questions and comments out there. We got Envy joining us today.
Yeah. Envy loves us.
Is it true that in this year's fixes they are writing to Santa to ensure everyone gets boxed items in time for Christmas? I don't know. I don't think so.
Is Twitch chat follower only now? No, not that I know of.
Some people, that is an option for people, and
Yeah.
that is an option
For your running your channel.
that we do have, but I do not believe that I have it set that way. I believe.
I'm gonna go make mine follower only because no one watches my channel.
Although I do believe there is a setting that says in order to comment, you have to follow for at least a day or something.
Yeah.
But yes, we could actually
Dashboard.
do that. We can
Hold
make it
on,
follower
hold on.
only, but
Alright.
that spoils a lot of the fun of allowing people to just come on in and randomly poke their 2 cents in. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. I'm going to wait for the official announcement to come out on that and see what kind of feedback is given on it. I thought it was a pretty cool change. And again, for most people who haven't been following updates, something that I guess I may have been, I'm not going to. I just noted there's going to be changes coming where you're going to be able to customize your characters a whole lot more. Let's put it that way.
Yep. Okay, let's see.
I will look at that, Kron. I will look at that. But moving right along. Well,
There. Viewers must follow you for at least 10 minutes.
is there actually a setting for that?
Yeah, followers only mode. It's on the channel dashboard settings.
Yeah, and channel, right?
And then this is the funny part. There is no save button, so it's just dynamically updated, I guess.
Yeah, followers mode. Yeah, I had
Hey,
wondered
forget-
about that. I
yeah,
saw that
yeah.
they just
I
turned
did
that
before.
off, right?
Yeah, if you don't want it, turn it off. It's all the way at the bottom. It's like, let's try to hide this setting
Yeah.
as much as possible. Oh, wait, what was that sound effect?
That was
I don't even know what the...
caffeine.
Caffeine just subscribed. Woohoo!
He just followed. Oh, he scribed. Oh, yes. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know. Should we leave that on? Force people to be a
10
follower
minutes.
for a day?
10 minutes, not a day.
10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, 10 minutes. The
'Cause
lowest
I
setting.
saw that setting and I said, I don't recall messing
I-
with that, but
Yeah, I never set it to followers only mode. Where it had a day, so they did that as a default somewhere.
thank you for the
But,
follow.
But yeah,
Savio.
Twitch settings. Never look at them. Never do anything. I just change the date. of
Yeah,
the stream.
they like to sneak these things in. See, I
Yeah.
actually poke around in here from time to time.
So
And that was probably
Like,
one
yeah.
of their answers to spam and channels that stops people who just want to drive by, tell you you're a dick, and
Yeah.
leave, from doing that. So,
you know what? Let them. But yeah, I mean, Friday was a lot of news for people during the Friday live stream because there was other things that were discussed, like the change to the free houses.
yes, that's another
it-
bomb. Now, there is, and let's get this up here. Scroll back a little. I actually put a time-stamped.
Yeah, get to scroll way the
Yeah,
fuck
it's all
back for
right.
that.
Busy in chat over the weekend. Good shit.
Yeah, that's before my picture of the cats.
Yes,
And if
it
you want
is.
some really good, a really awesome picture, definitely not safe for work. Go find the picture of the cat face that I put in there and zoom in. It's a beautiful picture. Okay, so I am loaded at Darkstar is looking at Hometown.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get this over here.
Waiting on last. So massive change coming in at some point in time. We don't know what's really going to happen.
All right. This should be at 37 minutes, correct?
Yeah. 37 minutes and 1 second.
One
right now is
second.
what I'm at.
Right, okay.
But I need to unmute.
Count it in. We're going to play this for a minute so you guys and gals can
3,
hear it for yourself.
2, 1. Play.
row lot deed. Now, one of the things, and I'm actually going to do a big spoiler here, which I actually did not review with the team, but I'm going to do it now, is we're actually discussing moving the awarding of that row lot to earlier in the plot. I know.
Someone just excitedly ran through you.
And then making the deed and / house that you get at the end a bigger one. So like give you the row lot deed, say when you leave the outskirts. So maybe as early as leaving the outskirts, and then give you, when you finish the plot, give you like a village deed.
Whoa!
I know, crazy town.
Would that village deed come with a house?
And a house too, yeah.
Whoa!
I know,
That's
crazy
awesome.
town. So
crazy town, real
You, of
crazy,
course, don't
crazy
need to have.
town.
I don't know if I'm in love with this idea. I really don't.
Now, as I heard that, seen it several times, that is the awarding of 2 properties. Is that correct? Did I hear and understand that correct?
That's the way that's the way I'm hearing it is, or if they're going to just change it to where the deed is automatically upgraded to a village deed.
No,
but I think that what they'll probably do is just do the village deed. I mean the row deed, and then when you complete everything, the village deed, and yeah, village deed and a house.
I see it,
I thought it was
as
more of an upgrade.
What's that, Sean?
I thought it was more of an upgrade from
That's
the road.
not how he said it.
Yeah, I have to look at it.
And again,
I tend not to agree with that. I think that the row lot personally is enough, and then it's upgradable in game. You know, play the game. There's got to be stuff to strive for. So
yeah, well, the game needs gold sinks. It really does, and
more taxes equal more gold sinks.
Yeah, you need gold sinks because realistically, still the only gold sink in the game is going to be reagents and crafting supplies. That's it. Those are the only gold sinks. Otherwise, all the gold is just going from player to player.
We do have a good granite sink.
Well, granite is a player-to-player transaction.
I'm just bullshit.
Yeah,
it is, and it's
I mean, so yeah, but it's with the money that, with money only changing player hands and never coming out of the game. That's where we still see like gold prices still dropping on the secondary market.
I mean, I really think the row house is enough, and it gives you something to strive for. If you want to increase it later on via Kodos or however they're going to do it, then you have the ability to do that. Yeah. You can't hold their hand through the whole fucking game. Excuse my language, but I just don't see it. I think you get them in the housing market, and if they like it, they go for it, you know. And if you want to jump to a village that's taxable, that's 4 times the tax. The 250 is very affordable for new players.
I gotta look at it from the point that Jack and I were probably 2 of the loudest and first proponents to say, get housing in the game where people can buy the housing in game. That was one of our first and foremost biggest points, was to have the housing available to people in game. I see this from both sides of the coin personally, but I see it as helping to fill out a lot of that empty feeling. If everybody gets a second deed, then that's just more land that they can have, a bigger house, or they can have a little house and farm. They can, set up. I just see it as more option. Now, was it going to kill the housing?
I mean, I'm not hardcore with it.
Now, is it going to kill the housing market any more than the housing market's already been killed at this point? I don't think so. with the again yet the other announcement of upgradable deeds. Now that was another hot topic over the weekend of people. If you have the pre-existing deed and you're going to be able to upgrade deeds, that's going to be an incredible gold or Kodo sync. I'm going to guess that's going to be a Kodo sync.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it will be a Kodo sync, but I mean, they need to look at like how much money's really going in and create more syncs and stop trying to give out like all the tax-free deeds. And when they reduced the taxes for rollouts,
nobody said these were going to be tax-free, and I don't believe I believe they're also going to only be bound to the account, so they don't go into the economy.
And pot only.
Yeah, and pot only, absolutely. So they will have limitations, and they will, again, in my opinion, help fill out a lot of those empty-looking POTs that have plenty of room for people to live in. Yeah, that's my way of looking at it. But we don't know if they're actually going to do it because, as Darkstar said, spoiler, he hadn't passed it by anybody yet, but we'll wait and see what happens. But that was some other hot news breaking out of the offices on Friday's live stream.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's like if I was a brand new player and I heard that you get a rollout deed and then with the possibility of completing the major quest line a village deed, I think I would be ecstatic. But since, and this is where I really have to look at the amount of money that I spent as a backer in order to get those deeds, and that's where it's like my real negative.
Now, let me throw this curveball at you and everybody in the audience out there, because as many of you know, a much anticipated game has arrived on the market out there, and this game is what is it? A recreation of Ultima Online? Is that what it is?
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
He's getting a phone call. Excuse me, sir, would you like to buy some satellite service? We're offering it free in your area for 6 months.
It's a trap.
We're all gonna die.
I don't speak Chinese.
Oh.
It's seriously a phone call in Chinese.
Put it up to the mic. Let's hear it. Put it on speaker.
I have to say something though, for the last month.
Seriously, it's Chinese. I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
She says she had twins and she wants her alimony.
That's right. She met you over at the fair last month.
Hey,
pregnant. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were going to comment, Sean?
We killed that one.
Oh, yes. Good.
I was going to respond to Envy's comment. That is one where it's like, yeah, as a backer and funding the development, you really have to extricate that idea that you're entitled to these possessions by yourself and look at how are we going to recruit more players to the game? How are we going to build communities? And how are we going to get more people in? So that's where it's a good thing and it becomes a very easily attainable goal for new players to acquire housing. And in order to upgrade that other housing, you have to do other fun things.
Right. Anyway, what's the name of the game that just came out? Legends of Aria. Aria. Okay, and it's what is it? Is it a recreation of Ultima Online, or is it just? What is it? I mean, because I saw some of our players out there playing it, and of course I saw Boo La Di Da Da out, and it looked like he was hanging out near the Minnock mines, and he had 4 horses trailing behind him as he was sitting there picking away, collecting ore, doing his thing, and it looked really like a rehash of Ultima Online. But the one thing that was very noticeable was he had horses. Had 4 of them, but following them like nobody's business. So, that was another topic that came up over the weekend. I was having a discussion with somebody. Several discussions along these lines. One is, again, the changes to the store and what that means and the implications there. The giving away to new deeds. Now, are the new deeds a way to compensate for not having something like horses?
No, I don't think.
Up.
I really don't think that would be compensation.
Grab market share. I mean, we're talking from a business standpoint here. So, real quick though, before we move along, I didn't do this earlier, but we're going to do this. Going to give away pick a pet and 10 scrolls here for anybody who may. All you got to do is type in exclamation "I love this shit" to get in on it. So, Ethric says it was similar to Ultima and created in the spirit of UO. And I tell you what, the
UO,
the
fun thing
was interesting. It was very
you have to remember that Legends of Aria, some of the core developers of that also worked on Ultima Online.
Yes, and boats Econdis, and I saw how the boats looked, and they were off the chain on how the sailing looked. But again, just was the thought that horses might be in the future to try and keep off cost.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. We just interpret the news as we see things.
We have no clue.
We have no clue. That's right. Don't forget. Bang! I love this shit! Exclamation! I love this shit!
No spaces. No spaces.
Vader Farron got in this time.
Yay!
And I'm Serafina's last stream was, of course, Friday, and it was fun nonetheless. We got to see and hear a lot of this stuff going on.
And we can talk about the Avatar's update, the last one that she worked on.
Yes, we can, because I believe over the weekend we usually start with this before we get into a preamble of all this stuff. Envy, that's another hot topic, and I answered that question in my guild meeting, which is there have been no announcements as to a replacement as of yet.
No one yet.
According to things that we've seen and heard, I'm expecting to see a little bit of a hiring flurry coming up here in the near future as they ramp up for episode 2. So keep an eye out for that, because again, year in and year out, Violet. The staffing has gone up, it's gone down, it's gone down. It does this every year.
Well, it was really consistent at 30 developers.
It was for quite some time.
They would shift the staffing direction, but yeah. So as they start working and doing more production for episode 2, we have been told that there is supposed to be a ramp up in the number of developers for world building and everything else, which means they'll probably also bring in more people for community, and as well as possibly a full-time GM or 2, or I don't know. Yeah, definitely need Gix back. But yes, Avatar's update number 314 did come out on Friday. That is the last one that Serafina worked on. And you ready for it?
I'm ready. Up on screen. Absolutely.
The 50% holiday sale was extended through the weekend again. And if you didn't know, they achieved over 120,000 so far. We have one more week to hit get all the way up to 170K.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. Yeah.
2 more
Yeah,
weeks.
and
Almost 3 whole weeks till the next release, even though the calendar's a little funky. But not this Thursday. It's actually 3 Thursdays from now. Not this Thursday, not Thursday after, but the Thursday after. January is a long freaking month. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. So if we hit 135K, that means that everybody will also be getting that contributed $5 new money. We'll also get the Haunted Sleigh and the Black Ice Elemental statue. 150K would be the Icy Dungeon Cathedral Room, and 170 would be the Icy Dungeon Hallway set. Those are the ones that have not been met yet. Everything else has already been met for everybody that contributed at least $5 new money.
That's right.
The Crown Store and Web Store changes coming in early 2019. Chris did post that forum post that we talked about last week, and as well as the how many crowns everything is going to be for.
Yes. Now, I'm still finding people who are not awares or not up to date on that. Yeah. So for folks,
you know what? Tell them to watch Lunch with Laz and Jack.
That's right.
That's the only way they should get their news. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
There is a crown. There is a crown conversion. A crown. What's the word the other guy used?
Micro crowns.
No, anyway, crowns are going to be split. You're going to get one crown is going to turn into 100.
Yes, if you have 1 crown, it will turn into 100. So I'm going to have several.
Oh, devaluation. Devaluation is what he called it. Being devalued. Now, that is actually not true, because 1 crown now represents $1. You're just now getting 100.
100 crowns,
which is a penny. Yeah. So you're getting the same equivalent. Just it looks like it's.
Yeah.
Twilight Tempest, how you doing? Thanks for getting in, Sir Frank. Good to see you out there getting in on the raffle.
Envy, that's hilarious.
I heard that too. Is
that's
gonna be good. Pump some stimulus into that economy.
They also added the How Lord British Works interview from Lifehacker into the weekend update. We covered that 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yes, it was when it first came out.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you're looking for that free respec, you do have to use it by January 31st.
The free one.
Yeah, it's just going to take all of your adventure XP and just dump it into a massive pool, and then you have to go work on all the skills. Yeah, so the respec is there.
Now,
I must be used by January 30th. 30th, not
get it?
30th.
Yeah,
I don't either. With the amount of respec stuff that he's already done, and the fact that there are players running around with 200 plus GMs, it's you know what? I'm still waiting for him to announce some sort of skill cap, and when that's coming in. Because with no decay, no nothing, it's like there's no reason that everybody needs to be a generalist and a specialist into everything.
Jack of all trades,
of
none.
Well, the problem with everybody, with people running around with 200 GMs, they can do anything they want. They don't need to rely on any kind of other players.
You know,
I'm fine with single player online or single player offline being no skill cap whatsoever, but within multiplayer, you want people to communicate and interact with other players, so you need some sort of skill cap.
I always had and still do have a complaint with calling 100 GM when you have a possible cap of 200. Okay. And this was one of my early complaints about that, because You know, people wanted those to equal what they remember from back in Ultima Online.
Well, the
where
other thing is,
Grandmaster at 100. Yeah.
according to the guys at Portalarium early on, this is so early on when they're doing the dev process, they were talking about it taking a year of consistent gameplay in order to GM one skill.
Yes, and
That we know is completely blown out of the water because you can GM a skill in 2 hours
or less. You
Yeah,
got
well,
a big enough pool. Listen, I tell you what is I've we
that's
got
if you have the
guys
pool. If you don't have the
Right.
pool, you need to go accrue.
But we've got guys in the guild who had a pool so big, he said when he went out to learn something, it took him 4 uses of the skill and it was GM. That's
Yeah.
how big his pool was. So, I mean, it's almost possible with the potion and everything else and a big skill pool to do
Yeah.
it in a matter of seconds, not even...
But you have to think about a new player that just goes and
yes,
gets in,
only
like, say,
if
an
you
upper...
have the pool, Frank.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
If you don't have the pool, it probably takes about 4 hours if you can get into a group that's going to attenuate in that entire time.
Just join an upper tiers
yeah.
group and you'll be
just
done.
an upper
There you go.
4 hours and you'll GM a skill.
If you don't crash.
Hey man,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
crash. But yeah, it's one where it's like, okay, so you need to readdress this stuff, and there really should not be a reason for someone running around with over 100 and 200 skills. There should be no reason for that. I have no problems with that.
Amen.
Happening in single player offline though, so it's like, I think they need to bring in skill caps because otherwise, as Envy says, it's a broken mechanic.
Speculative.
What?
Well, again, yeah.
How is that speculation?
I just don't think GM should be awarded at 100. Take that away and work at it. You know, maybe GM should be 150. You know, then you've got something to work for. You understand? And then let's see how many GMs you have out there. But even then,
but even 100 skill in that many skills, I mean, you're talking about
Just are
people
lazy. That's all.
Well, that's true, but yeah.
Why not create places for people with 100 plus to adventure? I believe we've got some places like
the only problem is those would have to become solo scenes with like 7 dragons. It's like, and then they have to work on the AI because it's like you watch people soloing trolls where it's like, oh, he's about to stomp, he's about to do something, and then let's get around to the back.
Envy, I gotta sort of agree with you there. Now, I would say make 200 attainable, but not easily. That's all. The way we understand the math is that it's almost impossible to achieve that number. Now, if you tinkered with the Shroud math a little bit and did something like that, and made 200 a possibility, and again, not an easy possibility.
100 to 105 is the same amount of XP as 0 to 100.
No, not even. It's probably twice and 3 times that. It doubles every time. So from 100 to 80 is X. From 80 to 100 is 2 times X. From 100 to 101 is 2 times X then again, and then it repeats every time on up. So every level is 2 times the previous level is my understanding of how that goes. Now, if that's wrong, somebody please correct me, but that's my understanding.
I believe that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like 100 to 105 was the same amount of XP as 0 to 100.
Again.
Whereas 0 to 80 is the same amount of XP as 80 to 100.
Now, see, Kron
like
thinks
that,
it was
but not all of
10%
them.
more.
Well-
The way the math, again, originally was explained to me that from every level above 100, it doubles from what the previous level was. That was the way it was explained to me. So maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong, maybe it is a percentage. ultimate authority on that, of course, would be the Dippy Bird to get that answer and get that man. Maybe we'll ask him, find out exactly what it is. We asked that question for Friday's live stream.
Yeah.
I'll have to look. I know there's a
that
couple
website's
guides
broken.
out there, so I'll research those guides and check that out and see what I can find out as well. But I'll see if I can't get that in and get that as a question to actually get a definitive answer on. But again, you know, I saw 100 as just being too easy and calling it GM. I mean, I didn't mind giving it a title, but giving it Grandmaster.
Master.
And, yeah. I was never on board with that. Never on board with that stuff.
Hey, imagine that. We're not even on this website.
What website?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. If we're not listed, don't worry about it.
Well, maybe I want to be listed on that website.
Hold on. I'm trying to find adventuring skill tree. Blades.
Oh, there we
skill
go.
name.
Is Condas giving us some numbers
Bladed
per
combat.
Shroud Burt.
100, 105. Where the fuck's the search at?
What are you looking for?
Okay, so for bladed combat, you need between 100 and 105. You need 740,000. So 0 to 100, you need 1.2 million. So
Well,
that's a little
if
bit.
you would have looked at what a Condas put in there, you probably would have gotten that a lot easier.
What he posted the link.
Now, he posted that range is 1.2 million from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And from 100 to 105 is 735. Right, but see, a Condas, that's not the math that I understand. 0 to 80 is one percentage. 80 to 100 is another percentage, and then each increment from 101 to 105.
There you go. There you go. sodaguild.online/tools, and you can find out what's needed for each individual skill.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that way we don't have to worry about the conjecture. And Shroud Burt would also tell us things.
Okay, well, moving right along. There we go.
Not to
Yeah.
mention, you
But-
can go ask the bots in the.
Well,
the
that's
Shroud
what he
channel.
kind of did.
That's Shroud Burt.
Yeah. Now again, is that's stuff that's been compiled by the community.
Oh, Envy, that's your site? I thought your site was this one. Don't go to that site. Oh, it's bad. It's
Meatspin?
no. No, oh yeah, that would be a better one. Meat spin. But yes. But yeah, shipping phase 2 is gonna go underway. It's like, how do I delete a message?
I don't think you can.
There's a way to delete it, just not with Chatty. But yes, shipping will resume again sometime in the near future. If you've not received your box, go ahead and email support@portalarium.com and say, "Hey, where's my box?"
Yes, and I'm gonna put this out there for everybody. Stop posting in the forums, "Hey, I haven't received my box."
Email
The instructions
support.
are simple. If you have not received your box, email support@portalarium.com. Simple. Okay, I've had several people come to me and said, I emailed them, I had my box in days. Okay, so if you're waiting and you haven't gotten confirmation and you want to know what's going on, email them. Don't complain in the forums, they're not answering that. Email them. Very simple to follow. Portalarium. Anyway. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to see how much that Chaos can handle out there, getting that load, handling that
Wait.
load without
Sater,
Sarah.
that's not the real official video. That's the safe for work one. But yes, you need the uncensored one. The winter 2018 items. Don't forget those expire February 1st.
Coming up quick.
Yeah, coming up quick. So if you have not picked up those, wait for 50% sale, then buy them all. Then we do.
When he is a Brazilian.
Automatic rewards might be coming in release 62. I almost said episode 2. And Envy, the people that you know that emailed them, they need to just email again and again and again and again. And don't forget, if
Envy,
you want
we weren't talking about you. You know they block all your emails.
Yeah. They block it, Envy, from everything.
Because they love him so much.
Yeah, Savio, you are absolutely correct. Your unopened Ultima 4 box will be worth a lot more. To a person that's a collector.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of unopened, we've got a few of those available if anybody's interested. So, shroudmarketplace.com.
Absolutely. I need to start putting my boxes up for sale, including my Duke box, because realistically, it's like I am not a collector, mostly because I don't care. But I prefer my memories.
Yes.
So it's one where it's like, if you're a collector, you're a collector. I prefer, it's like living my fantasy life and remembering all the good things until I go back and play something like Ultima 3,
and then you go right back to your fantasy.
And then I'm like, how did I love this as a kid?
Ryan.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can always join the Shroud of the Avatar Rewards program, and that is really the best deal for Kodos and other things. Yep. And that's it, really, for this thingy.
That's right.
Cough.
Yeah, TikTok, because of course we're having so much fun. The clock is
I took off the wrapping off of it. I just really don't care. I mean, I've got several boxes sitting over there that I'm looking at right now, including the shipping boxes, and it's
Envy.
They will probably sit there for the next 2 years. And
I have one of them Duke boxes, and I have absolutely no clue what it looks like because it's still in the original shipping container. Now, of course, I got several boxes, so I opened up the lowest level pledge box and took that one out, took the map out. I got the map hanging over my desk and all that. Framed up all the other stuff floating around my office areas. But
that's funny. The Min version. I've got to watch the Min version because
gonna give you all a chance to get in on this raffle one more time. It's for pick a pet out of the bag and 10 scrolls. Teleport to 10 scrolls. Gonna pick one winner. So bang! I love this shit! Exclamation! I love this shit for those of you at Directive. And of course, got to tell you, we've got a wonderful app available out there in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. Been installed over 1,000 times. We have over 1,000 users of the app out there now. So gotta love that shit too. And of course, don't forget, you can check out the NBNN Daily Britannian, published 7 days a week with news from Shroud of the Avatar and beyond. You can shop the marketplace, hit us up in Discord, follow us on social media, all sorts of other great stuff, including checking out the NBNN Shroud Avatar community calendar brought to us by our good friends at hometownhero.com.
That's right. That community calendar's on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button. You too can look at this aggregated mess of all the Google public calendars related to Shroud
It's
the
a
Avatar
mess.
that guy knows about. It's so messy that there are people that don't know how to update their own calendars. Don't forget, we are not responsible for these calendars. They come to us as is. Laz only has control of like 3 of them. But if you have one-off events and you wanted it added to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, email
Let
that
this
guy news
guy
at
know.
nbnn.info.
That's right.
He'll do something with it eventually. But Monday through Friday, you do need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia to listen to 2 idiots interpreting the news.
WRFB.
So you don't have to. A little show called Lunch with us. And it is Monday, so I should look at that.
It is.
At 6 o'clock this evening on Avatar's Radio, Goldwing's going to be doing his Melody of My Hit. 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. At 7:30, Cinewolf Odinson's going to be doing some PvE, and he wants you to contact him. Hopefully he uses the looking for group thing. At 8 o'clock, there's Cardinal Vanyan doing something. At 9 o'clock, you need to join Andertiana yeah. Out in the town of Verit Chaos at the Pub of Extraordinary Thought, because all great things begin in a pub somewhere. Life lessons from D&D. Go to the pub. Do all kinds of crazy adventures. May or may not have something to do with inebriation levels. I don't know.
The Balmer Curve. Come on, you know.
The Balmer Curve. The Balmer Curve, yes. At 10 o'clock, the final event of this Manic Monday is going to be on Radio Free Britannia, and that is Waz's Wad with the Wekudwum.
That's right.
Yep.
And don't forget, you're tuned in to NBNN right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News. Catching us in replays on YouTube. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that follow button, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications, whatever buttons you gotta hit them all. Follow us everywhere because we've got all sorts of stuff going on. We got stuff out on Twitter, keeping you updated throughout the day with updates and other fun stuff that happens throughout the world. And, of course, the latest news and updates right here. If you've got Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month. We'd appreciate them if you use them on our streams. Cryptocurrency over there. Gonna throw them up on screen one more time for everybody. And cha-ching, there's the ways you guys can donate. And thank you to all you guys and gals who donated earlier today, getting us started off bright and fresh on a Monday. We do appreciate it. Of course, don't forget, come on. I hate when that happens. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. Check out theairyfund.org. The BMC wants you to check out Black Rock Cove. Check out all the great prices for all your crafting needs. Located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter. Conveniently located next to the mines. Hometown Hero for all your vape juice needs. If you're a vapor out there and you're looking to get some sweet tasting juice, check out hometownhero.com. You can check out your first bottle practically free. Carnivon, thank you for the sub. Do appreciate it very much. And of course, when I say practically free, I mean it costs you a penny plus shipping to get yourself a mystery bottle of the Artist Series. And of course, in future purchases, we'll save you 20% off your purchases of Hometown Hero when you use the promo code NBNN. Hoyle Moore Wands and Scrota's Music Service, providing in-game services. Relics by Rolled for licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. If you're looking for things like the shirts I wear every day, you're looking for patches, hoodies, coinage, comic books, and much, much more. RelicsByRill.com is the place to go. NBNN is the promo code to use, and you'll save 10% off your purchase price. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7, including us at 12s and 6s, Monday through Friday around the clock, and definitely not least on the Starts with our favorite sponsor. Why is it our favorite sponsor, Jack?
Because you too can wake up the money in your bank.
That's right.
Or
Into
your PayPal.
PayPal account.
Yeah, that's right. ShroudMarketplace.com, the best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Anything and everything. Over 140 different players registered as vendors. And when we say anything and everything, look at that. Obsidian Potion of Guidance by Weddings and More by Love.
$5. $5. 40 available. 40.
So is that one potion for $5?
That's right.
Yeah.
I saw somebody else charging way more, so I figured.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Yeah.
Healthy
You might as well.
competition in the marketplace.
Healthy competition. You need
That's
it.
right.
Yeah, that's right. But you can find anything and everything from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, cheaper than you can get off the add-on store. You buy them up before the conversion, and because then you'll be making lots of money. All the way to services, and those are anything and everything. As long as it's not an exploit, you're free to sell it at Shroud Marketplace.
Moms or refining.
Moms or refining
Gotta love
services,
it.
Bambino's Gus Ball, host a game, leveling services. Our favorite service, cheese sign
The
writing.
cheesiest.
I mean, it's so cheesy that we are clients.
That's right.
I mean, it's like we are clients of the cheese sign writing, and all the way to Skirta's music service thing, where $5 gets you
Anything you want.
anything you want, including Skirta.
That's right.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it.
I said
But
anything you want. You're supposed to add the last part.
I didn't hear you. It was dead
It
air.
was really high pitched today.
Really so high pitched that it was not.
That only the
Funny.
dogs could hear it. That's right.
Yeah. And including Laz's shop, where he's got a wedding service.
That's right. Weddings and More by Laz, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. That's right. Don't forget, if you're looking for all sorts of goodies, I got them. You want collectibles, I've got them. You're looking to get hitched, I'm the guy to come see. But of course, let's not forget, before we get out of here, we're going to go ahead and close this giveaway up and pick ourselves a winner, because we're not going to forget that today. At least today. I'm not promising tomorrow or later on in the week it won't happen, because it's been known to happen. But of course, drum roll please, our winner is Ettrick. Ettrick,
Yes.
you have won 10 Teleport to Zone scrolls and your choice of pet added a goodie bag. If you go ahead and message me, I will message you back letting you know what you can have in choice of pet.
Yep.
But congratulations to him, and thanks to all you folks out there for hanging out with us today, and of course for all you folks supporting us out there with the bits and subs and everything else. We do appreciate it. And again, if you like what you see, hit that sub button, hit that follow button, hit all the buttons down there, except for the unfollow button.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hit the one that says give Jack tips.
But of course, we'll be
I'll
back
take
with
the rest
more
of it.
tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz,
I'm Jack.
and we are NBNN. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.